March 24th, 2026. Let's go over what happened today and talk about the market. We are in a severe decline, as you already know. We are well below the 200-day moving average on the NASDAQ, and the SPY is now hovering around that 200, that pink 200 MA as well. So before the market opened, what information did we have? Well, we've got a lot of selling volume increasing. The momentum is clearly going to the downside. So we want to make sure that when downward moves are occurring, we catch those moves no matter what. Yes, we can catch upward moves as well as they occur, but we really want to be focusing on playing towards the downside when we are given those opportunities. Let's go over the trades I took today and talk about the market. And right when the market opened, we had a misaligned 5-minute twin pair. What do I mean by that? Here's the first minute. This is the minute chart on the right. Here's market open for NASDAQ. Right when the market opened, you can see the 5-minute regular hours, not extended hours. The 5-minute regular hours is going down. The extended hours is going up. So those are not in harmony yet. They begin to be in harmony right here. Now this one starts going down. Now this one is going down as well, like it has been. So now these are in harmony. That's good. So now we just want to see this conclude. We need this candle to conclude this print, which is going to take another 4 minutes because this is a 5-minute data set. So what happens right here? We have a volume confluence on the right side of the momentum. All of our higher time frames are aligned to the downside. So this is the trade. This is an amazing trade. This is it. That's it. You enter at the close of the candle, stop loss slightly above, sell the majority of your position at 0.6R, 0.7R, and allow the remainder of that position to either keep going or stop out at break even. So that was a win right there. Wonderful. These two setups right here, see these two vertical blue lines? These were also opportunities to trade to the downside, and I didn't take them. Why? Because we were in the same movement that I had just traded beforehand for a win. This movement was still unfolding here. So yes, I could have traded it again, maybe like right here, right as the momentum started to align again. I could have hopped in and made a little bit of money. But I skipped out on this trade because this was within the same movement that I had already traded. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, you're going to notice these horizontal lines, this one and this one, coming into play here today. And those are the pre-market low and the previous day's low. More bold blue, more recent pre-market. Lighter blue, faded, further away in time, previous day. You're going to notice the price action playing around with this level. Look at the price action playing around with this pre-market low. See that? Look at this. And then look at this. Look at this right after the market closed. Look at this huge. I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, so now let's go forward. So the market keeps unfolding, and we're looking for another alignment to the downside because we have a bias to the downside. There was a trade that I could have taken right around here that I did not because the 30-minute was strong to the downside. We had the 15-minute giving us permission, though, to take a long trade here to capture this right here, this extension. Okay, we could have captured that, but we didn't take that trade because the setup wasn't as clean on the 15. The 30 was pretty strong. We just didn't want to go for it. We would rather wait for short positions because the market is in a downtrend, like right around here, for example. This would have been a prime opportunity to take a short trade right around here. But I still didn't do it because the 15-minute wasn't aligned. We want to wait till they're all aligned. Okay, that's the question. Ask yourself this question. At what point today are all of the momentums going the same direction? Just ask yourself that question and have fun. So right here, we had upward momentum here. We had upward momentum here in the 15-minute, in the 30-minute. Go to the 5. 5 is pulling up. See? That's why I took this trade. I took this trade, and it was a loss. And that's all right. And I took the trade because we had a volume confluence on the right side of the momentum. and the 5-minute twins were really kind of starting to go up. It was weak, but they were going up. And we had permission from the 15-minute, but it hit the stop loss before it hit profit target, so that was a loss right there. That was the second trade of the day. 1 win, 1 loss, and then the next trade was here. Now this was an interesting trade. Look at this. We've been working up, and then boom, we have a huge volume candle occurring, and we have a huge candle unfolding, okay? The 5-minute has already been in the green for a while. The 15-minute is now crossing over to the green, giving us permission to take the trade. If it was down here in the red, I wouldn't even be considering. And I want the 15-minute to be actually crossing over. So we have that. And I entered at the yellow line. I didn't wait for the candle to finish. I entered early at the yellow line because I knew that this was an event. There was a lot of momentum piling in, and you can see the price action when it's happening. You can see how fast the price is moving. So if you see volume piling in and you see the price moving very quickly, you can enter the position early, and that's what I did. Otherwise, this would have been a loss. This would-be loss was turned into a win. Because why? My pattern recognition told me you should enter early here. Things are moving fast. Last setup of the day was right here. Look at this bounce over pre-market low again. That's crazy. Why did I enter here? Because we had a volume confluence, even though it wasn't a legit volume confluence. And we were on the right side of the momentum. Momentum going up, 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 up. We want it to go down. We're waiting. Going up, up, up. Now it goes down. That's our entry. Enter at the close of the candle. Stop loss slightly above. And then all of this is your profit right here. So those were the last 2 trades of the day. Right here. These 2, and they were both wins. So we had 3 wins, 1 loss on the day. And with all that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Take care now.